Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into Jessica Livingston's Founders at Work, a collection of interviews with some of the most successful entrepreneurs in the tech world. In this book, we get an inside look at the raw, real-life stories of how companies like PayPal, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook were built from the ground up. From early failures to hard-fought victories, the founders share the lessons they learned and the critical moments that shaped their paths. If you've ever wondered what it takes to turn an idea into $1 billion business, you won't want to miss this. Let's get started. Number 1. Early struggles and challenges. Many of the founders in Founders at Work talk about how difficult it was in the early days of their startups, even when their companies seemed on the brink of collapse. Example, Max Levchin. PayPal. Max Levchin recalls how PayPal almost went bankrupt after its first big product failed. The company's early users had trouble with the product, which led to a cash crunch. Levchin says he felt like quitting many times, but he kept going because he truly believed in the potential of the company. He, along with his CEO founders, learned the hard way that iteration and customer feedback were crucial for survival. Despite the challenges, they later pivoted and built the core payment system that would go on to become the foundation of PayPal's massive success. Number 2. The importance of persistence. Persistence is a central theme throughout the book. Founders often talk about how their initial visions seemed improbable or unachievable at first, but their persistence paid off in the long run. Example, Evan Williams, blogger. Twitter. Evan Williams faced numerous setbacks, particularly with his first venture, Odeo, a podcasting platform. When Apple launched its own podcasting service, Odeo's business was nearly obsolete. Instead of giving up, Williams pivoted the business to Twitter, a microblogging platform which revolutionized the way people communicate online. This ability to adapt and persist in the face of failure led to Twitter's eventual success. Number 3. Learning from failure. Many of the founders experienced failure before finding success, and the book shows how these failures were often key to their growth and eventual triumph. Example, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs. Apple. The iconic founders of Apple had their share of failures before they achieved legendary status. Wozniak had worked on multiple failed projects before creating the Apple I. Similarly, Jobs faced challenges, particularly in his earlier years with Apple, including his forced exit from the company in the mid-1980s. However, Jobs used this failure as a springboard to return to Apple in the 1990s and led it to unprecedented success, demonstrating how failure can be a powerful teacher. Number 4. The role of a strong team. A strong, cohesive team is vital for the success of any startup. Many founders stress that they couldn't have achieved their goals without the right people by their side. Example, Reid Hoffman. LinkedIn. Reid Hoffman, one of the CEO founders of LinkedIn, speaks about how critical it was to assemble the right team early on. Hoffman didn't try to do everything on his own. Instead, he sought out people with complementary skills, including CEO founder Alan Blue, who helped turn the LinkedIn vision into reality. The team, he says, was integral to LinkedIn's ability to scale and grow rapidly, and the collaborative effort of everyone involved played a crucial role in the platform's success. Number 5. Timing and luck. Founders often mention the importance of being in the right place at the right time, with the right idea. The idea might be great, but timing is everything. Example, Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg often talks about how lucky he was to create Facebook at a time when social networking was gaining momentum. The idea of connecting with people online was not new, but the timing of Facebook's launch, right as the internet was maturing and social networks began to gain traction, was key to its explosive growth. Zuckerberg attributes part of Facebook's success to being in the right place at the right time with the right product, which resonated with college students and later the general public. Number 6. The visionary mindset. Many of the founders showcased in the book had a strong, almost obsessive belief in their vision. They were often willing to bet everything on the idea they believed in, sometimes without clear evidence of success. Example, Peter Thiel. PayPal. Palantir. Peter Thiel's vision of building a global payments system with PayPal was radical at the time. He was convinced that people would eventually trust the internet for transactions. Despite skepticism and financial difficulties early on, Thiel and his team stayed focused on this vision. Thiel also applied his visionary mindset to Palantir, a company that uses data analytics to assist intelligence agencies which has since grown into a highly influential and profitable company. Number 7. Investor relationships. Founders in the book talk about how crucial the relationship with investors is to their success. Having the right kind of investor can make all the difference. Example: Jerry Yang and David Filo. Yahoo. Jerry Yang and David Filo, the founders of Yahoo, shared their experience of dealing with early investors. The Yahoo founders were initially hesitant to take outside funding, but eventually found investors who understood their vision. These investors gave them the freedom to innovate and build Yahoo into the search engine and media company that it became. Later, Yang and Filo also learned to choose investors who didn't just want to cash out, but believed in long-term growth, helping Yahoo survive early competition from Google and other search engines. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel.